Uh, uh, oh, wait. Wrong one. Is this thing on? So I was just messing around. And I accidentally got S rank. It was kind of crazy. Because I missed so much because it kept exploding. But apparently S rank is possible. So, very cool. Level 4. What was I doing? Oh my god! Okay. Hi. To be honest, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. But, I really wanted to finish this. I don't know. If I just don't feel like reading something, I guess I won't read it. Let's see. Last episode, like literally the last thing that happened was we woke up in a hospital, I think. Kaguya's dead. Kaguya's fucking dead. I guess Hikage is too? I don't know who the fuck Hikage is. Yamato, Karasuba, and Monshiro, I think, went back to their world. Pretty much it. We found out Hikage is the master of the manor, but we still don't know, like, who he is. Okay, so I was hoping... I'm getting ahead of myself, but I was hoping, to do... Well, of course, finish the common route, but then do... I forgot his name. Hikage, and then Monshiro, and then Kagiha, and then Yamato. Fuck Karasuba. Because, I wanted to do Yamato second, but apparently you need Kageha's ending. You need to finish Kageha to get Yamato's ending. So... But it doesn't seem like you need anyone else's ending to do Monshiro's. Okay, anyways. Back to where we actually are. I slowly open my eyes. The first thing I see is a white ceiling. I mumbled to myself, but there doesn't seem to be anyone nearby. When I hear no response, I look around awkwardly. Outside the window is a blue sky. The sun shines down brightly, reflecting off the trees and greenery in the distance. I'm really back. This is the world of the living. I'm home. Oh no, she's still in the hospital. The nurse realizes I've awoken and calls my family. After a tearful reunion, we start to talk and I remember everything that has happened until now. The summer day marks the 10th anniversary of Natchan's death. I'd gone to the lake with Takuya and Aki. Natchan's body still hasn't been found beneath the surface of the water. That's fucking scary. We were there to mourn him. We rode the bus on a path that followed the shore. But along the way, it flipped on its side and we were thrown into the lake. Fortunately, we were rescued, but all of us were comatose. I returned to my senses and asked for my friends. My father makes a pained face, but at that instant a nurse comes running into the room. The others are in the same hospital and they've just woken up. Even Kazuya, asleep for 10 years, finally awoke. We all made it back. +1. The adults are overjoyed at such a miracle. Only we know the truth, that this merely marked the end of the long expedition that started on that summer day 10 years ago.
Oi, まだつかねえのかよ。
I'm excited. What do they look like?
あともうちょっと。
拓也くんすごい汗だよ。どこかで休憩する？
いや、中途半端に休むと逆に疲れるから。
Why are you tired? Aren't you a soccer player? The hum of the cicadas is deafening. We continue our walk through the withering heat.
お前体力ないんだな。その筋肉は見かけ倒し？
For real.
うるせえ。お前だって俺の身になりゃこうなるっての。
Oh my god. This is so jarring. I thought he would have white hair for some reason. Oh, this is gonna take some getting used to see Hikage and then hear Monshiro. God, Benny dresses like a mom. Takuya looks up at Kazuya, who he's carrying on his back.
で、方角は本当に合ってんだよな。
地図通りなら多分こっち。
って言うけど、さっきから何も見えないどころか、道険しくなってねえか。
じゃああっちかも。
この声がなんかあれ誰？ハイジっぽい。藤？岡本信彦？
は？じゃあってなんだよ。お前ちゃんと地図読めてんのか？まあありすぎだろな。
Takuya gives the boy on his back a shake, raising his voice as he does. Kazuya merely frowns, spinning his map around. Okay, that's why he's so
まあ
tired.
まあ、時間はたっぷりあるし、適当にゆっくりでいいじゃん。文句あるなら拓也が地図見ればいいのに。
だからこいつをおぶってるから無理なんだって。できるなら最初からそうする。
こんなデコボコ道、車椅子使えないもんね。
Oh.
10年も眠り続けてたから、体はまだ動かしにくいと思うけど、 外に出られるくらい元気になってよかったね、和也くん。
うん。
気分悪くない？大丈夫？
悪くない。大丈夫。
おい、いたわるなら大の男背負ってる俺にしろ。大丈夫じゃないのは俺だ。
1 second. One day I'll stabilize my audio.
ああ、男の嫉妬ってみっともない。
It's been 1 year since we were discharged from the hospital. Oh, what? Aki suggested that we go to mourn for the 10th anniversary of Natsu's passing. Eh? Shouldn't it be 11th now then? Huh? Though my father was worried, I left early in the morning, gathered at the terminal. Wait, what? I'm lost. It's been 1 year. Shouldn't it be 11th anniversary then? Okay, whatever. After a long bus trip, we arrived at the camping grounds. But to arrive at the lake, we still have to trek through the forest. We didn't realize it when we were exploring the area as kids, but according to the map, it's actually really far away. How much longer do we have to walk? We take the trip one step at a time, making our way through the overgrown foliage. For long. Before our very eyes, the lake appears. It glitters with the light of the sun. In the middle of this beautiful body of water is a small islet. The thick verdure all around makes it seem like something out of painting.
やっと着いた。ここが
館っていうか、廃墟っていうか。
館壊されちゃったんだ。
みたいだな。今
Oh shit, they're right, the manor is fucking gone.
ただの浮島だ。
Overcome with strange emotions, all of us are silent. We fought, cried, and survived. The first one of us to speak is Takuya.
こうやって見ると窒静島だったんだな。あの館はすげえ広く感じたのに。
実際、あの館は広かったでしょ。子供の頃に探検した廃墟より全然。
どれだけ探しても出口なんてなかった。どれだけ歩いても果てがなかった。
でも外から見たらあんなに小さいんだね。
降りる。
え、立てるのか？
ちょっとぐらい平気。
Grasping his brother's shoulder, Kazuya slides off of his back. The four of us line up and look at the island.
あの館、いつ壊されたんだろう。
Hold on, while we're here, I'm gonna look up the meaning for white calla lilies. Oh, they're not even calla lilies, they're just white lilies, I think. Symbolize purity and rebirth. Often chosen for both weddings and funerals, white lilies symbolize the rejuvenation of the soul. Oh.
10年前の
姫の
事故の直後らしいよ。
え？
アキ、知ってたの？
母親に聞いたんだ。うち地域会の役員やってたんだけど、その時のつながりがまだあるらしくて、いろいろ事情通でさ。聞かなくても教えてもらえるってわけ。
事情って？
なんでもこの湖、昔から妙に水難事故が多くて、地元では心霊スポット扱いされてるんだって。で、誰も近寄ろうとしなかったんだけど、キャンプ場に遊びに来た俺らがまた事故に遭って、
I guess that's another
子供を
reason
守るため
why
に
Yamato calls him
本格的に
Yume.
解体されたらしい。今は瓦礫がちょっと残ってる程度だって。
そうだったんだ。確かにあんな廃墟があったら見に行きたくなるもんね。
うん。
We reminisce about the fantastical, beautiful manner that we felt so drawn to as children. There could have been lots of people wanting to visit that decaying place, like butterflies drawn to a flower. Nande.
愛、そろそろ。
I crouch down and drop a flower on the surface of the clear water.
なっちゃん、お参りに来たよ。お花、受け取ってくれる？
The morning flower drifts slowly in the gentle breeze. Body had been missing for a long time, but on the day we woke up, it had floated up to the surface. I heard from a woman that was supposed to be related to Natchan's grandmother. They were finally able to place something in his grave. But I still haven't gone to visit. Natchan's soul passed on while we were in that manor. I thought it would be best to come to the lake in order to mourn. I closed my eyes thinking back on it all. Even when we were little, he was such a kind person. He gave me courage. He was my first love. Even now, I still find myself wondering occasionally what life would be like if our destinies had been just a little bit different. He might be alive and standing next to me. It could have been a totally different future. Possibilities flood my mind but vanish quickly. Another future. All of us are living in the present. Of all the countless possibilities out there, we are in the present. If there's a future that lies beyond, we have to face it and keep moving forward.
私、前に進んでるよ。なっちゃんやみんなからもらった勇気で、これからもちゃんと進んでいくから。
I stand up and put my hands together. The others were already doing the same. We open our eyes. We have no words for one another. We look out to the island once more. A manor on top of a lake. A manor that no longer exists.
あの館って結局何だったんだろう。あきちゃん、おばさんから何か聞いてる？
I look to his response.
さあ、そこまでは。
それについてはこの前ちょっと調べた。まああくまで噂って程度だけどな。
知りたい。教えて。
Takia looks at something in the distance and then starts to speak.
ここは昔金持ちの貿易商の館だったらしい。別宅って方が正しいか。外国からの客を招くために作られたらしい。
金持ちの貿易商。
そいつが、いや、そいつの家族かもしれねえけど、 とにかくここに住んでたのが変わったやつでさ、
いかがかな
部屋にこもって変な研究をしてたらしい。
変な研究って？
Dude was researching like necromancy.
死者を生き返らせる研究だとよ。
死者を生き返らせる。それって
Bro had the
なんか
fucking Necronomicon in his study.
心当たりあるよな。だって俺ら生と死の狭間から戻ってきたんだから。けど昔住んでたそいつは研究がうまくいかなかったのか自殺したんだと。この湖で。それから妙な事故が増えて。
ああ、それでさっきの心霊スポットの噂につながるんだ。そうするとなんか俺らの身に起きたことまで全部そいつの仕業って感じ。
まああながち間違ってないかもな。確認する方法はねえけど。
常世と写しをつなぐ方法か。
We gaze out at the vast lake. Clear waters are like a gigantic mirror reflecting the bright blue sky. Whether we look up or down, we see nothing but blue skies. It looks as though the whole world is just caught in between. There are small ripples forming on the lake's surface as a refreshing breeze makes my violet ribbon flutter. The gentle wind turns our faces towards the sky. The sky stretches onwards as far as we can see. The past and the future go on and on endlessly. Just like our own past, which can never be erased. All souls have a past through which their lives must flutter. We think upon those souls as those of us gathered here in life resolve to start our own lives once again. I'll face the future and continue to walk until the day my wings of life fall away. Oh, そういうことか。はあ。Oh, over here. Okay, so I guess Hikage's daughter died. Oh my god. Where the fuck am I? No, cause like where am I? Is it this one? It is, okay. Oh. Okay. So he's trying to bring his daughter back, I guess. I see, I see.
He's so cute. He's so cute.
There's so many CGs. How have I unlocked 50% already? I just it was 30%. What? Damn. There were actually so many CGs in like the last stretch. Okay, so that was the best ending for the common root. So wait, I'm just gonna close this tab. I don't need it. Load any save file. Go to chapter 33. Okay. Chapter. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's more. Oh god. I'm just gonna do chapter 33. Where's chapter 33? Where the fuck? Oh god, is there a skip? I'm not sure.
この館
There should be. Where is it? Who is it? Bear with me for a moment. Make it this. Well, no, because I don't know what the fuck it's on.
今まで生活していた場所と
OI tab J colon. OI tab J colon. When I press tab, there's like a. Oh. When I press tab, there's like a sound.
そりゃあるに決まってるでしょ。
Help. Semicolon. Huh? No, there's actually no way, because I've pressed every single button.
説明するというなら端的にお願いしたいね。
わかりました。では率直にうつしおと常世の皆さんが今いるこの場所は
You for real right now? Is there no skip button? What the fuck? Okay. It was at the top right. That's crazy. There wasn't even a button. Okay. Is this an important spot? Save here. Why have I come here? This is the world in between life and death, but I can't believe I'm actually dead. Okay, if I remember correctly, this is when, like, literally right when Yamato did his thing. And then she just started questioning life. I bury my face in my hands, escaping into the darkness. Closing my eyes tightly, I gradually start to forget where I am. That's right, this is home. I'm relaxing at home right now. Oh, this is bad. I look up and see familiar scenery. The window is open, letting a comfortable breeze wash over me. I imagine that warm, familiar place. As the details of it unfurl inside my head, it gently wraps around me. I'm overcome by a powerful desire to sleep as my mind sinks into tranquility. I hear a familiar mechanical sound. What was I doing here? Is she in a dream instead of a dream? I get up off the sofa, trying unsuccessfully to suppress a yawn. The first thing I spot is the messy dining table. And then I see the kitchen, piled high with dishes, clothes strewn all about. The room is empty and quiet. After breakfast, I cleaned up and got sleepy. When did I actually fall asleep? I feel like I had some kind of bad dream.
そうだ、着信。
It rings once again, so I quickly grab it and answer the call.
もしもし？
みなと、まだ？約束の時間、もう20分も過ぎてるんだけど。
あきちゃん、20分も過ぎてるって。あ、もうこんな時間なの？
何その反応？もしかして二度寝しちゃってた？道理で電話つながらないわけだ。
I'm not usually like this. What's going on with me?
すぐ用意するから、ちょっとだけ待ってて。
I hang up the phone and rush to get ready before heading to the door.
みなと、遅い。
Once I open the door, I see Aki there, leaning against the wall.
ごめんね、アキちゃん。何度も電話くれたみたいなのに。
ミナトにしては珍しいよね。なんかあったの？
Didn't they move away after he died?
ご飯食べたらうとうとしちゃって、ソファーの上で熟睡してた。長い夢を見てた気がするんだけど。
どんな夢？
多分怖い夢だったと思う。逃げようと思っても逃げられない、そんな感じの。
逃げられないか。なんかの暗示だったりしてね。
暗示？
そう、暗示。
I look at him in confusion. He peeks at his cell phone and then speaks in a loud voice.
うわ、もう遅刻だよ。この時間に登校したら先生に叱られる。
What's going on?
ってことで、どうせならどっかで遊んでかない？授業は昼から出ればいいでしょ。
ダメだよ。冗談言ってないで早く行かなきゃ。裏の坂道使えばまだ間に合うから。
あの道疲れるから嫌いなのに。
アキちゃん。
はいはい、わかりました。相変わらずいい子ちゃんだね、ミナト先輩は。
10. Aki flashes me a sarcastic smile and starts walking away. Quickly checking to make sure the door is locked, I hurry along after him. I is older? I guess that makes sense.
クレーンゲームの中身変わってる。今度は天狗くんシリーズのマスコットか。
As we pass by an arcade, Aki disappears from my side.
ちょっとアキちゃん、立ち止まらないで。本当に遅刻しちゃうから。
大丈夫だって。途中走ったから時間に余裕あるし。そもそも遅くなったの自分のせいじゃん。
それは悪いと思ってます。だから遅刻しそうな時は先に行ってって言ってるのに。
無理な相談だね。俺学校の行き方覚えてないもん。ミナトしか頼る人いないし。
それって誇らしげに胸張ることじゃないでしょ。
それはおかしいだろう。
だいたい生き方覚えてないって入学式はどうしたのよ。一人で行ったんじゃないの？
通学路で迷ってたら蝶が。
蝶？
そう、蝶が学校まで案内してくれたんだよね。
If I get upset when he jokes like this, he'll just be pleased with himself. So without a word, I go around behind him and start pushing him from the back.
いいからふざけてないで行くよ。お願いだから足を動かして。
じれちゃってかわいい。じゃあさ、今日の放課後デートしてくれるならおとなしく学校行くよ。
デート？
ってほどでもないけどさ、いろいろ買い物したいんだよね。付き合ってよ。
うん、わかった。それくらいならいいよ。だから
歩けばいいんでしょ、歩けば。ねえ、放課後のこと約束だからね。
ちゃんと遅刻せずに学校に着いたらね。
じゃあ急がないと。
アキちゃん待ってよ。
Like he's suddenly a totally different person, Aki starts power walking. Jogging along after him, I cross over a street intersection and... I sense somebody looking at me, so I turn around. But... did I imagine it? I could have sworn someone was looking at me.
ミナト、どうしたの？
なんでもない。
Unable to find anyone sticking out among the crowd, I continue to walk.
あいつら。
誰？ Yamato kana? Pretty deep voice. 10 years had passed since I had last seen my childhood friend Aki. We were reunited at a high school opening ceremony. Okay, so yeah, they are in high school. But this is still a dream. I still believe this is a dream. The second year students all lined up to applaud the incoming freshmen. Among them I spotted a familiar face. That face still showed signs of youth, with eyes slightly bigger than other boys his age. His mouth curled into a kind smile and his hair was a soft honey color. The instant I realized it was him, he noticed me too. After homeroom ended that day, I got up to leave, but he was already waiting outside in his brand new uniform. 10 years ago, Aki was sickly and introverted, right up until the day he transferred to a different school. I never could have imagined that the cheerful person before me was Aki. My Aki. It made me realize just how much time had passed since those days.
Minato! Minato senpai!
Senpai. Unlike when we were kids, he called me by my last name. From the following morning, he started coming by my house so that we could walk to school together. He didn't know the way to school. That was the first thing he said to me, and he's been repeating it for months now. Probably just an excuse. It is. I can't figure out why, but if he wants to insist on it that badly, I don't want to pursue it further. He's much more assertive now, and I'm not really any good at dealing with that. Even though he's a dear childhood friend, I'm still afraid that he's trying to force me to open up. After school is over, we meet at the gates on our way to the shopping district.
俺、クレープ食べたいな。
He blurted out after we finished shopping. With nothing else to do, we've been wandering around.
ほら、あそこの看板。納豆ヨーグルトクリーム新発売だって。超気になるよね。
何それ。私はいちごカスタードとかチョコバナナとか普通のが好きだな。
それってつまんなくない？ミナトってあんまり挑戦したがらないよね。
Not the plus anything is critical levels of
あき
weird.
ちゃん、いつも昼休みは購買で何個もパン買って食べてるんでしょ？その上帰りに買い食いもするのに全然太らないよね。羨ましい。
え、それって褒め言葉？痩せっぽち扱いされてるみたいで傷つくな。言っとくけど俺脱いだらそこそこだよ。たまに筋トレしてるし。ほら。
He rolls up the bottom of his shirt and shows me his abs. Huh? Confronted with this unexpected behavior, my heart gives a leap and I turn away in haste.
別に悲鳴あげるほどのことじゃなくない？そんな過剰反応されるとセクハラしてる気分。
Cause you are.
十分セクハラだよ。何でもいいから早くシャツ戻して。
ガリガリじゃないって分かってくれた？
分かったから。
ったく本当かな。
Whether he's unsatisfied with my half-hearted answer or not, he frowns and does as I
ミナトっ
say.
て男慣れしてないよね。そんなんじゃ世の中やってけないよ。
余計なお世話です。
ってことでさ、免疫つけるって意味で俺と付き合わない？
It is a bit strange because all of our childhood
だ
friends
から
are
俺と
boys.
付き合わない？うん、買い物に行こうとかそういう付き合いじゃないよ。いわゆる男女交際って意味だからね。
I wasn't aware we were in the Karasuba
ま
route.
た冗談言っちゃって。
本気だって。冗談じゃないよ。何回も気持ち伝えてるじゃん。
その手には乗りません。だいたいそんな軽いノリの告白なんてあると思う？
ちえ、あっさりかわされちゃった。信用ないな、俺。
Despite his complaints, Aki doesn't pursue the matter any further. He's always messing around. I can't believe he's the same Aki I knew when we were kids. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm just waiting for someone to get run over. The two of us continue walking for a while. Eventually, we notice a stall standing in the middle of a deserted road. I feel so out of place in this bustling town. Indigo cloth is wrapped around the stall, glittering accessories placed all around. On the opposite side is an old,
珍しいね。
dozing old man.
あんなとこに店が出てるなんて。もっと大通りに出さないと意味ないのに。
I can't shake the feeling that there's something off about this shop.
こんにちは。
Butterfly accessories. Feeling as though I'm being guided towards the stall, I offer a quiet greeting.
寝てるんだから挨拶なんてしなくていいでしょ。
でも一応ね。
We take a look at the items on the stand. They gleam brightly in the sunlight, and one in particular grabs my attention. It's a hairpin? It's butterfly-shaped, and the way the light catches it is bewitching.
へえ、物欲ない港が見えるなんて珍しいね。この髪留め欲しいの？
見てるだけ。
Truthfully, I do kind of want it, but I hesitate to take it into my hand.
あれ、商品に札がついてるよ。プッシュ系。なんて読むの？
サイケデロスじゃない？
On the reverse side of the price tag, the word Psychedelos is printed.
お店の名前かな？どういう意味だろう？
あの世のことだよ、お嬢さん。
I look up and see the old man's clouded eyes gazing down at me.
お兄さんの言ったプシュケも間違いじゃないね。プシュケは異国語で魂、そして蝶という二重の意味を持つ言葉。デロスの方は具現だ。いにしえより蝶は魂の乗り物とされてきた。肉体を捨てた魂が。
Oh, sorry, I can't focus because I kept pronouncing Psyche as Pushke. Since we're back in ancient times, butterflies were seen as a vehicle for the soul. Souls that are cast outside their bodies become butterflies and move on. Please never say Pushke again, that was distracting.
無数の蝶のいる場所があの世、すなわちプシュケデロス。
Fuck, stop.
あるいはサイケデロスだ。もっとも今はサイケデリカという英語よりの呼び名の方が知られているかもしれないね。
あの世、サイケデリカ。
I repeat the unfamiliar words, testing them. As I do, a mysterious feeling bubbles up in my heart.
うちで扱っているのはすべてモーニングジュエリーという個人を追悼するためのアクセサリーだ。これが秋になったということは、お嬢さん、大事な誰かを失ったことが。
二人、はい、二人です。
まあ、深くは聞かないがね。これに見せられるものは、決まって誰かを胸に住まわせておる。
The old man's question seems as though it has awakened something sleeping deep within me. Someone close to me, someone I can't forget. I comb through my memories.
ミナト、そろそろ行こう。
Okay, so apparently psyche comes from Greek/Latin. I don't know how it's pronounced though. Aki calls out to me playing back to
も
my
うすぐ日
senses.
が暮れるよ。今日夕食当番じゃなかった？
あ、そうだった。覚えててくれてありがとう。
Pulling out my hand, we rush away from the old man in his shop in a hurry.
もうこんな時間か。なんかあっという間だったな。
As the sun sinks beneath the horizon, Aki stretches and yawns loudly. It's almost like he's pouting because we didn't have enough time to hang out.
でもそろそろ帰らないとね。もうすぐ期末テストだし、勉強しなくちゃ。
What is in the top left?
うえ、嫌なこと思い出させないでよ。どうせならその向こうの夏休みのこと考えたいんだけど。
期末で赤点取っちゃうと夏休みが補習で埋まっちゃうよ。そうならないように頑張ろう。
はあ、現実はシビアだね。
He lets out an exaggerated sigh and sets off. I can't help but notice that he's headed in the opposite direction of his house.
どこか寄り道するの？アキちゃんのうちそっちじゃないよ。
His sense of direction can't possibly be this bad.
日が長くなってきたからうっかりしてたけど、もう7時前だし、家まで送るよ。なんで驚くの？
It just doesn't feel right. If he walks me home, it's gonna be like we really are dating.
まだ明るいから一人で大丈夫だよ。うちを経由したらアキちゃんうちに着くの遅くなっちゃうし。
けど
That's actually so
大丈
funny.
夫大丈夫。心配しないで。
He finally backs down.
じゃあちょっと手出して。
手？これでいいの
He bought it. He places the butterfly hairpin from the shop into my hand. The hairpin?
あげる。これ気になってたんでしょ？実はこっそり買っといたんだ。
でもアキちゃん、私誕生日でもないし、こんな高そうなもの受け取れない。
聞こえない。突然耳が聞こえなくなっちゃった。
アキちゃんってば。
じゃあ俺はここで。また明日迎えに行くから遅刻しないようにね。
I was gonna tell a story, but you know what? Never mind. Doesn't matter. He waves at me and starts heading home. It's not that interesting. As I watch him go, some inexplicable emotion starts tugging at the back of my mind. When did he even buy this? Yeah, did he steal it? He noticed that I wanted it and gifted it to me. I'm actually really happy about it, but I never would have thought I would get a gift like this from a boy. Why specifically from a boy? Do you even have any female friends? I kept the hairpin in my palm, considering its butterfly motif and brilliant color. Glossy jewels adorn the forewings. As I tilt it, the shooting stars seem to streak across its surface. It's beautiful. It looks just like that shard I picked up the other day. What did he call it? Morning jewelry? I had no idea something like that existed.
本当のためのアクセサリーか。
Did he give this to me just to make me happy, or...
愛？
Takuya? As I stand there on the street, a young man calls my name. When I turn to look, I see him staring at me with harsh eyes.
やっ ぱり愛だよな。朝見かけてそうじゃねえかと思ってたんだ。
もしかして近所に住んでた拓也くん？私に意地悪ばっかりしてきた拓也くんだよね。
意地悪ばっかり。
んなことまで思い出すなっての。でも久しぶりだな。
うん、10年ぶりだよね。
The person standing before me is my childhood friend Takuya. He's gotten a lot taller since we last met. The difference in eye level is shocking.
拓也くんは今どこの学校に行ってるの？
こっから何駅か先の凪校だ。
ああ、私でもわかるくらいの超進学校だね。拓也くんそんなに頭良かったっけ？でもなんか納得。
お前はその制服は白鈴か？
白鈴。
うん、学校すぐそこなんだ。意外と近くに住んでたんだね。びっくり
It
だよ。
actually said the name of the high school in one of the backgrounds, but I can't read.
そりゃこっちのセリフだ。
I was trying to figure it out. Before we can continue our conversation, Takuya gives a start.
悪い。俺ちょっと急いでるからもう行かないと。
He's gonna go talk
そうなんだ。
to...
せっかく会えたのに残念。
Fuck, I forgot his name.
あ、そうだ。連
Monshiro.
絡先教えてくれる？
おう
Because he's still in a coma. Fuck, now I'm confused. Is this actually the real world? We exchange contact info and then look at each other once again.
こっちから声かけたのにせかして悪かった。またそのうち連絡するわ。
それじゃあね。
After giving me a faint smile, Takuya disappears into the crowd.
は、お姉ちゃん、おかえりなさい。ただいま、はるか。それから、コロも。
I drop my things to the floor and pet the puppy, excitedly wagging its tail and rubbing against my legs. Dad's working overtime, so I've got to make dinner. What should I make?
お姉ちゃん、放課後どっか行ってたの？いつもより遅かったよね。
うん。あきちゃんとちょっと買い物にね。
ふーん。お姉ちゃん、あきくんと仲いいよね。毎朝一緒に学校行ってるし、付き合っちゃえばいいのに。
付き合うって、あきちゃんとはそういうんじゃないの。
でもあきくん、絶対お姉ちゃんのこと好きだよ。こんなにアピールされてるのに答えてあげないなんて残酷。
もう、いつの間にそんな生意気なこと言うようになったんだか。
I wash my hands and start searching the refrigerator. Still, she's a good kid. She really helps me out at home.
お姉ちゃんって男の人苦手だよね。私だって好きな人いるのに。
まだその話続けるの？そうだな。お姉ちゃんには生意気な妹がいるから、その面倒を見るので精一杯なの。
それって私のこと？だったら妹離れしていいよ。パパには内緒だけどね。この前同じクラスの誠くんと結婚の約束したんだよ。
結婚の約束？
いつかおっきなダイヤの指輪をくれるんだって。式にはお姉ちゃんも招待してあげるね。
ありがとう。そっか、相手は誠くんって子なんだ。約束叶うといいね。
I don't like this game. Haruka nods and smiles innocently. Her smile is absolutely radiant. Later that night, after finishing dinner, I take a bath and then I grab a certain something from my room. I place it next to the hairpin I received from Aki, and the two objects begin to glow as if reacting with one another.
やっぱり似てるよね。髪留めと サマーキャンプで拾ったかけら。
Oh, like all the way back then? The hairpin with its butterfly motif. The wings have jewels on them made to look like stardust. The design is identical to the shard which I've kept in my desk all these years. I remember. The 5 of us found it at the manor out west by the camp at the lake. We were always together. Natsu gave it to me because he said it was pretty. I treasure it. Saying his name sent an ache through my heart. Of the 5 of us, Nut-chan was the oldest. Maybe that's why he was always watching out for the rest of us. I really liked him. That's why when he made a ring out of white clovers and proposed to me at the park that day, I immediately said yes. I wanted to marry him, no matter how young we were. Our love was still so real. It was a genuine promise. But... gone now. He disappeared right before our eyes. Ever since then, I felt guilty about getting close to other boys. Over and over again, I just keep reflecting on the past. If he were still with us, would we be at the same school? He'd probably be a lot taller now, but I'll bet that smile of his would be the same.
なっちゃん、会いたいよ。
Suddenly, my cell phone chirps noisily. Oh, a message from Aki. Says, I'm craving some ice cream. You want to grab some on the way home tomorrow? He knows that Nut-chan remains in my heart. Even so, ever since we reunited in high school, he hasn't mentioned him even once. He just avoids the subject and jokes about getting together with me. How serious is he, I wonder? I like Aki, but not the way I did Nut-chan. Oof. A few people have mistaken us for a couple lately. Maybe I should stop hanging out with him alone. Oof.
なんて返信しよう。
I put the hairpin and glass shard into my bag and returned my attention to my cell phone. Oh, I know. And so, after a short hesitation, I pressed the call button. You back in real world? I think so. The next day after school.
みなと。なんでこいつがいるの？
うっせえ。俺だってお前がいんの知らなかったっての。
No way, did I really invite him to third wheel? Oh my god. I smiled vaguely at the two of them trying to mediate between their rising tempers. Last night I promised I'd go out with Aki, then gave Takuya a call.
久しぶりに拓也くんに会ったから3人で遊べたらって思ったんだけど。
I don't recall them being this hostile toward one another though. The long-awaited 10-year reunion was full of heartfelt emotions. Both of them have sour expressions on their
お
faces.
前その制服、なぎこうじゃん。単細胞っぽいのによく入学できたね。あ、もしかして裏口入学？実家金持ちだもんね。お勉強ついていけてる？
しばらく見ねえ間にすげえムカつくやつになったなお前は。昔はピーピー泣いてばっかのガキだったのに。
性格の悪いガキ大将がいなけりゃ泣かされることもなかったけどね。
まあそれはそう。The two of them whip sarcastic barbs back and forth at one another. They don't seem like enemies. It's more like they're...
あ？お前何笑ってんだよ。
だって2人ともずっと会ってなかったのに息がぴったりなんだもん。
ぴったりじゃない。
Kawaii. Like two angry peas in a pod.
とにかくせっかく集まったんだから今日は楽しもうよ。ね。
みなと。
I take each of their arms and together we head down to the shopping district. First we go to the arcade.
ねえ、まさか3人で撮ろうなんて言い出さないよね。
きたんだけど、久しぶりなんだからまずは記念撮影でしょ。
だからってプリントシールかよ。ガキじゃねえんだから。
ほらほら、カウントダウン始まるよ。二人ともポーズポーズ。
Photoships are so cute.
めんどくさいな。
3、2、1。
Next, we stop in at a diner for a quick rest.
お前食い方偏ってんな。家でどんな教育されてきたわけ？
そっちこそ早食い競争じゃないんだから、落ち着いて食べたら。
ちんたら食ってたら料理冷めんだろ。てかなんでお前に指図されなきゃならねえんだよ。
先にちょっかい出してきたのお前なんだけど。
まあまあ、甘いものでも食べて機嫌直して。
はい、それ突っ込むか迷ったんだけど。
金魚鉢パフェって都市伝説じゃなかったんだ。
After we recharge a bit, we go for a walk and visit a few more stores. This is so cute, but why are there pedestrians crossing stickers on them? Dude. The cut kind of looks like Hikage. Evil.
あきちゃん、なんかいいものあった？
うん、このマスコット可愛くない？毛虫キャラのもじゃもじゃくんって名前らしいよ。
もじゃもじゃくん？ちょっと独特すぎない？
おいおい、
kind of
こい
covering.
つの先輩だろ。はっきり言ってやれよ。センス悪いぞって。
He looks smug as usual. Oh fuck, I'm getting their names mixed up. Because I want to say their Psychedelica names, but they have different names right now.
はあ？
I wanted to call
セ
him
ンスが悪い？
Karasuba.
美的感覚のないやつはこれだから。
お前にだけは言われたかねえよ。
Oh my god, there's so many CGs. Next, we head over to one of Aki's favorite ice cream parlors. Is he just getting a soda? Damn, I'm lucky I have like a bunch of snacks in front of me, so I'm not jealous right now.
あれ？たくやくんドリンクだけ？アイス注文しないの？
俺甘ったるいもん苦手なんだよ。お前らよくそんなもん食えるな。
うわ、出たよ、甘いもの嫌い男子。ブラックコーヒーとか頼んでカッコつけちゃうタイプでしょ。
Yo, cool.
それでカッコつけられるって思ってんのか、ガキが。
ガキって言った方がガキなんだよ、このガキ。
もう二人とも喧嘩ばっかりして大きな子供みたい。
大きな子供って。
Despite spending every moment keeping the peace between the two of them, our time spent together is lively and fun.
楽しかった。こんなにはしゃいだの久しぶりかも。
hold on. Do I? Yes, I do. How do I... Fuck. Jump to scene. 1 second. Where is it? This one. Just like this. I'm taking a screenshot so I can set this as one of my backgrounds. I have so many scenic backgrounds from Otome games. Oh fuck, there's a thing in the corner. Stop. No. Oh, whatever. I have backgrounds from Olympias War, from Even if Tempest.
こんなにはしゃいだの久しぶりかも。
そうだな。時間忘れて出歩いたのは俺も久しぶりだ。
Before we know it, the sun is already setting. All the commuters in suits roaming the streets tell us that it's about time to head home.
ああ、誰かさんがいなけりゃもっと楽しかったんだけどな。
お前いちいち水さすなって。
え、何その被害妄想。別に拓也のことだなんて一言も言ってないのに。
視線が語ってんだよ、その憎たらしい視線が。
They look older, but they act exactly the same. Takuya is still Takuya and Aki is still Aki. Seeing how they argue brings an old memory rushing back. 5 of us running around in the park as the sun sets.
みんな揃ってたらもっと楽しかっただろうな。
I quickly put my hand over my mouth, realizing that I had unconsciously voiced my thoughts. How could I let that out? That was so careless of me. I looked down, regretting my actions. After a few moments, Takuya adjusts his bag and speaks.
さてと、俺行くとこあるからここで別れるな。
うん、今日はありがとう。
こっちこそ誘ってくれてサンキューな。本当はもうちょい痛かったんだけど。
拓也くん忙しいんでしょ。来てくれただけで嬉しいから。
シッシ、早く帰れ。
今度会ったら締めてやる。そんじゃお先。
Pretending as though he hadn't heard what I said, Takuya walks away. I wouldn't have known how to respond if he had reacted to what I said. I know it wasn't intentional, but it's still something I shouldn't bring up.
じゃ、俺らも行こっか。
あれ、アキちゃん、また道が違う。
He's walking towards my place again.
遅らせてよ。ちょっと話したいことあるし。Aki said he wanted to talk, but he still hasn't said a word. We walk in silence, not even engaging in our usual banter. I wonder what's wrong. It's the first time he's been this quiet. Normally he'll talk and talk and talk about anything and everything.
今日はいっぱい歩いて疲れたね。よく眠れそうな気がするよ。
そうだね。
拓也くん全然変わってないよね。あ、身長はすごく伸びたっけ？それに声も低くなった。
うん。
Hearing his emotionless response, I let out a sigh. How did things end up like this? I don't know how to respond when he suddenly starts acting like this. I look over at him out of the corner of my eye. Our gazes suddenly meet.
公園。俺らが昔遊んでた公園ってすぐ近くだよね。そこ寄ってこ。
I thought everyone moved. The park looks exactly as it did years ago. The softly curved slide, the garishly colored jungle gym, the surrounding verdure fills the play area with a grassy scent, and it makes me feel as though I've slipped backwards in time. It's been a while since I came here. It's not near the route I usually walk Koro, and it's not like I'd play with this kind of stuff now that I'm not an elementary schooler anymore. The park feels much smaller than I remembered. I check each corner of it. Ahead of me, Aki turns around to face me.
今日さ、みなと、俺と二人になるの避けたよね。
バレちゃった。
あいつと引き合わせたかったってのもあるかもしんないけど、俺と二人っきりになりたくなくてわざと予定かぶせたんじゃないの。
His face lacks his usual light-hearted smile. In its place is an inscrutable expression.
そんなことないよ。あきちゃんの考えすぎだよ。
そう。じゃあ明日は二人で出かけようよ。明後日もしあさってもその次の日も一緒にいよう。
それは。
ほら、その顔が答えじゃん。俺のこと嫌いじゃないけど二人っきりは嫌ってことでしょ。
その通りだ。I'm speechless. He's exactly right. Unperturbed by my lack of response, Aki continues.
みなとさん、まだなっちゃんが好きなの？俺のことを意識してくれないのはなっちゃんのせい？
まあ、あきちゃんってば冗談はやめようよ。
こんな冗談言うわけないでしょ。
I know that, but we haven't talked about Natchan ever since we reunited. I start to feel agitated.
俺はみなとが好きだよ。昔から強くて前向きな君に憧れてた。あの事故があったからか再会した時、君は昔とはちょっと違ってたけど、声も話し方も笑顔も全然変わってなくて、ますます好きになった。確かに俺、冗談っぽい言い方しかしてこなかったよ。でもちゃんと伝わってたよね。だから俺の気持ちから逃げようとしてるんでしょ。なっちゃんって幻想にすがったりしてさ。
See where this is going?
あきちゃん、そんな言い方。
だってみなとがいつまでも逃げ腰だから。なっちゃんはもう死んだってのに。
He covers his mouth. He knows that he has crossed the line. Ashamed, he falls silent. Neither of us speak. I know Natchan is gone. Since the moment it happened, a dark, stagnant thing has lingered in my heart.
そんなの分かってるよ。
ごめん。こんなこと言うつもりじゃなかったんだけど。
His words wrap around my heart like some kind of magic spell.
あきちゃんこそ変わったよね。昔とは全然違うよ。あの頃は優しくて繊細で、もっと。
昔のことはどうでもいいだろ。
Oh my god, can I leave? Can I leave? Can I leave?
そうだよ。俺は昔の俺とは違う。変わろうと思ったんだよ。姫ちゃんなんてからかわれてた弱虫じゃないし、もう二度とあんなことは。
Another awkward silence ensues. Whatever I might say, it feels as though it'll only hurt us both.
ねえ、港。
Natchan is Kagiha, the fluffy green guy. Gazing at his shadow as it grows in the sunset, Aki breaks the silence.
俺がどこの中学行ってたか知ってる？
中学？
どんな部活入ってて、どんな友達がいて、どんな生活してたか。
Oh, he has a cat on his bag.
高校に入学するまでの俺のこと。
Now that I think of it, he really hasn't ever talked about it.
毎日一緒に学校行ってるのに聞かないよね。港は昔の俺ばっか見てて、今の俺のこと全然知る気がないっていうか。ねえ、ちょっとは今の俺を見てよ。
あきちゃん。
俺は見てよ。
His painful pleas throw me off balance. I didn't know what he was thinking. I didn't even try to figure it out.
ごめん、帰る。悪いけど送るのはここまでにさせて。
Is this just the confession park? Before leaving, he stops and turns to face me one last time, as though he wants to say something. Ultimately, he leaves without another word. The Kokuhaku Koen. I only see him for who he used to be. I suppose it's true that I do always see the Aki I remember. I can't help but compare him to his past self and wonder why he changed so much. Later, as I'm on the way home, his words echo in my mind, only vanishing as I breathe a deep sigh. What gets me the most is that he threw the harsh reality of it in my face when I've been trying so hard to ignore it. Natchan is gone, Minato. None of us ever brought it up, trying our best to hide from the truth. Here in the town I live in, there's an annual summer camp for the local children's organization. 10 years ago, I went there along with my good friends Natchan and Aki, as well as the twins Takuya and Kazuya. We took a bus to the campground surrounded by lush greenery in the outskirts of the city. The second we were free to go where we pleased, we all went down to the lake. The lake itself wasn't especially large, but there was an islet connected to the mainland via a small path. On the islet itself stood an old Western-style manor. The building was deserted, and in my eyes, it seemed like a castle out of a fairy tale. I excitedly invited the others to go exploring there, ignoring Natchan's repeated warnings about possible danger. The manor ruins were completely dilapidated. Still, I felt oddly attracted to the building's atmosphere of excess, and so boldly went exploring. The sunlight shone through holes in the ceiling. The flat glass windows reflected and warped the sunlight. Grass had sprouted up from the broken floor tiles. There were also strange butterflies that I had never seen anywhere else. We were enchanted by that fantastical sight, so much so that we completely missed the abrupt change in the weather. It was raining. By the time we realized it, a storm had already hit. We saw the water level of the lake rising, so we rushed to get back across the path we'd come by. But then something happened. Kazuya went back to the manor alone, saying he had dropped a ribbon I'd let him borrow earlier. Natchan and I ended up following along with him. We did find the ribbon, but by that point the path back to the other shore had been totally submerged in water. Hey, there's a full recap for you. We panicked, desperate to get back to the other side. Our legs were caught up in the current, and we were swallowed up by the lake. Afterwards, I awakened in the hospital and learned the horrible news. After rescuing Kazuya and me from the water, Nathan had drowned, dying in our place. To be precise, they never found Natchan's body, but they don't believe that he survived given the circumstances. Bro, he was in the lake for like 10 years. Imagine how bloated his corpse will be. I was thinking about it earlier, but I forgot to mention it. I forgot to say it. 10 years. Ever since then, the relationships between my friends became awkward and tense. Everyone moved away and all I had left was my family. If only I hadn't urged them all to go exploring, none of it would have happened. If only we hadn't foolishly crossed that lake. If I hadn't worn the ribbon. If I hadn't joined the summer camp. So many regrets, so many ways it could have been different. And in the end, I was left with nothing else. And so, I started to avoid interacting with people on a deeper level. I only kept the bare minimum possessions needed to live. I fear loss, and so I fear having anything or anyone in my life. That thought makes up the foundation of who I am now. I've been stagnant since that day, unchanging, always fleeing to the safety of my memories. I wonder how Kazuya is doing. Does he go to the same school as Takuya? I didn't ask Takuya what happened after that day. I take out my cell phone and pull up Takuya's number. For some reason I'm reluctant to call him, but he had something to do. Looking back, he was in a bit of a rush yesterday too. Where could he be going at this hour? Huh? My head hazy. Before I know what I'm doing, I press the talk button. Oh no, I'm calling him.
もしもし。
A curt greeting.
もしもし、拓也くん？湊愛です。
おう、さっきぶりだな。どうかしたのか？
It'd be an even bigger pain if I told him I dialed his number by mistake, so...
ね、和也くんどうしてるかなって思って、聞きそびれちゃったから。
え？
Huh? He went silent all of a sudden.
拓也くん？何かあったの？
ああ、いや、あいつは今、俺といるけど。
そうなんだ。少しだけ代わってもらえたりしないかな。
まさか he's gonna gloss over it. I'm gonna say he's like he's sleeping right now. Takuya is silent for a little while, then hesitantly resumes speaking.
お前、和也に会いたいか？
もちろん、会えるなら会いたいよ。
もしお前が今から来れるなら会わせてやれるけど。
本当？どこにいるの？
He gives me the location and I hurry over. I don't like this alternate universe. I don't like this ending. Can I quit?
お邪魔します。
おう、わざわざ来させて悪かったな。
We're in a private room in the hospital. Clean, sterile room has a reclining bed in the center. Atop it is a familiar-looking young man.
和也、わかるか？幼馴染の愛が来たぞ。
Oh, he has a little ribbon.
Na, 覚えてんだろ？お前こいつに懐いてたもんな。
Takuya is bending over, gently speaking to the sleeping Kazuya. despite the years that have gone by, his sleeping face still looks like just like I remember it. I'm overcome by a burst of emotion.
あれから目覚めてないっていうのは。
ああ、本当だ。見ての通り、いわゆる植物状態ってやつ。あの事故の後、体は何ともねえのに、意識だけ戻んなくて、こうしてずっと眠ってる。まるで魂だけあの湖に置いてきちまったみてえだよな。前に医者に言われたんだ。こんな状態で何の反応もなくても刺激を与え続けてやれば目覚めるかもしれねえって。だからこうして病室に通って体動かしたり話しかけたりしてやってるってわけ。
そうだったんだ。
んなとこ立ってんのもなんだし、とりあえず座れよ。
うん、ありがとう。
Wait, one second. I'm gonna get my pillow. I've been like reclining in my chair and I have like nothing behind me. It's on my back. He pulls up a chair. After I take a seat, I peer into Kazuya's face. There's a slight wrinkle in his brow and his lips are pursed, as though he's in pain.
和也くん、難しい顔してるね。ずっとこうなの？
ああ、せめて穏やかに寝ててくれたらこっちも少しは気が楽なんだけど。
怖い夢でも見てるのかな。
10年もの間？そりゃ地獄だな。
I move to take Kazuya's hand and tell him he'll be okay, but I notice something already there.
このリボン。
そういや、お前に借りたんだっけ？探検中怪我した和也の手当てに使わせてもらって。握ってたら表情和らぐから手首に巻いてやったんだ。
そっか。
けどこれ確かお前の母親の形見だっけか。悪い、すぐに返すな。
ううん、いい。
え？
Needs it more than me.
和也くんが目を覚ましたら直接返してもらうから、それまでは預けておくね。
はい。サンキュー。いつか返せる時が来るといいんだけど。
拓也くん、ここには毎日来てるの？
そうだな。基本的には学校終わったらすぐ来るようにしてる。俺しか面倒見てやれねえし。
ご両親はあまり来ないの？拓也くんだって勉強とか部活はあるでしょ？
俺は部活入ってねえし、勉強はここでもできる。父親も母親も仕事があるからな。
でも拓也くん、小さい頃は有名な選手になるってサッカースクールにも通ってたのに。
それどころじゃねえだろ。こうなっちまった以上、夢がどうとか考えらんねえ。和也のことだけで手一杯だ。
拓也くん。
He was always in the center of our circle of friends. He talked about his dreams with such confidence. I never thought he'd be so tormented. And yet, it's something of a relief to learn that I'm not the only one fixated on the past. Although I really hate that part of myself. Silence falls on us like snow. Normally it would be awkward, but for some reason it doesn't feel that way with Takuya. I ask the question after the nurse comes in to tell us visiting hours have ended and that it's time to leave.
別に構わねえよ。つか、こいつも喜ぶと思うから。
そっか。ありがとう。
His approval makes me feel as though I found somewhere to belong. The next morning, Aki is waiting outside my door with his usual smile as though nothing happened. We don't talk about what happened as we walk to school. Ignoring it makes it feel all the more suffocating. I hope I goes to visit fuck is his name? Kazuya on the daily too now. I have a feeling she will. Whenever we have plans to go somewhere after school, he's always there waiting for me when we're off. But today I try to avoid him. I take the rear exit of the building and head off to Kazuya's hospital room. The blank white space in his room is an unchanging nothingness, but it is somehow calming to me. The days stretch on. Continue avoiding Aki and visiting Kazuya.
Takuya-kun wa inai ka.
I've come to Kazuya's room once again today. I sit down on a nearby chair and gaze at his handsome face peeking out from above his blankets. The hair obscuring his wrinkled brow irks me. Yeah, someone needs to cut his hair.
髪伸びたね。
His hair has continued to grow since I started coming here. I brush it aside looking at his face. Even if time has stopped, his body keeps growing. His hair and nails continue to get longer and he's visibly taller than when we were kids. You might be asleep, but you're still alive.
ねえ、和也くん。和也くんはサマーキャンプで私が探検に誘ったことを恨んでる？私がちゃんとなっちゃんの注意を聞いて湖に連れ出したりしなければ今頃一緒に高校生してられたんだよね。
This is sincerely the worst timeline.
私のせいで本当にごめんなさい。
I take the hand with a ribbon on it in my own and touch it to my forehead. I know apologizing doesn't make it better, but it hurts so bad to just sit here watching him.
お前、また来てたのか。
I look up and see Takuya leaning against the door.
お邪魔してます。ってもしかしてそっちの方が先に来てた？ベッドの下に荷物が。
ああ。医者に呼ばれてちょっと外してた。
一緒に？
お医者さんに呼ばれて？和也くん何かあったの？
心拍が弱まってきてるんだと。
そんなこと言わない。頼むから。
すぐに命に関わる問題じゃないらしいんだけど、一応知っておいてくれって。
頼むからもうみんなやめて、みんな悲しいこと言わないでください。
わからないから心配だよね。
にしてもお前も物好きだな。こんなとこ来ても面白くねえのに飽きもせず。
和也くんに会えるよ。拓也くんもいるし、それで十分だから。
やっぱ変なやつ。
Takuya picks up his school bag and motions me towards the exit.
今夜は雨らしい。本格的に降り出す前に帰ろうぜ。 家まで送る。お前まだあの家に住んでんだろ？ん？どうかしたか？
そうだよ。引っ越しはしてない。ずっとあそこに住んでる。わざわざありがとね。
おう。
I can't tell if that silence was that she's okay with it or she's okay with Takuya taking her home or she isn't. Oh, it says it right here. I'll walk you home. I turned Aki down when he suggested it before because I felt as though I was in danger. As though that simple activity would slowly transform our relationship. And yet, when Takuya suggested it, I was able to say yes without a second thought. Okay, Takuya is like me. We're caught up in the past and can't move forward. The knowledge of that makes me feel as though Takuya and I share a special connection. On the way home, the asphalt glows brilliant red in the light of the setting sun. We chat idly, like how the school store at lunchtime is utter chaos, about how my dog likes to play silly pranks, and that time my cake in home econ was burnt to a crisp. None of it is of any consequence, but Takuya still smiles as he listens. It makes me happy and I find myself more talkative than usual. And then...
そういえば、春かったら彼氏ができたんだよ。もうすぐ中学生とはいえ、まだ早いよね。
Takuya looks at me with confusion.
春か、覚えてない？
春か？ああ、お前の妹だっけ？誰かわかんなかった。でも中学生になるのか？
Yeah, why are you on
最
your
後に会った
personal
時は
account?
まだ赤ん坊みたいだったな。
赤ん坊ってほど小さくはなかったと思うけど、今はおしゃれにも目覚めてファッション誌を覗いたりするんだよ。
へえ、時の流れって怖えな。
Wait. Wait, why are you awake at 4 a.m. on a Saturday? That's right, Takuya only knows Haruka from when she was a lot younger.
で、その遥がどうしたって？
彼氏ができたんだって。お父さんが携帯を買ってあげちゃったから毎日遅くまで電話してるんだ。携帯代なんて私より高いし、このままじゃ勉強もおろそかになるんじゃないかって心配で。
お前なんか母親みてえだぞ。
茶化さないでよ。でも実際年も離れてるし、親子みたいに感じる時はあるんだよね。
ふん。
He chuckles to himself.
拓也くん、どうして笑うの？
いや、やっぱ同じ血だと思ってさ。
同じ血？何のこと？
お前だって小学校入るくらいの頃、夏希と結婚の約束して浮かれてたじゃねえか。結構似たり寄ったりっていうか、お前も。
あ。2-hour layover? You have to wait 2 hours? Gross. They're literally right next to each other. He turns away from me awkwardly, knowing he said too much. Same as always, we thought we were avoiding the topic, but it always comes up again. We just can't forget the past no matter how much we want to.
We can't help but laugh at ourselves. Maybe this is some higher power's way of telling me to stop running away from it.
私ね、事故の後引っ越してっちゃうみんなを見送りながら、どうしてお別れしなくちゃいけないんだろうって思ってた。
ああ。
でも今になって分かったよ。私たち一緒にいたら、あの悲しい出来事から前に進むことも逃げ出すこともできなかった。無意識にお互いを傷つけ合ってボロボロになってたかも。
Even now I can hardly keep up with reality, and I say things without thinking about them.
引っ越すって親の判断は正しかったんだろうな。うちの親も未だに昏睡状態の和也と向き合えねえで、見舞いも最低限しか来ねえし。
そうなんだ。拓也くんは和也くんと向き合うの辛くない？
雨の日はあいつが溺れてる姿を思い出して憂鬱だし、じっと顔を見てたらやるせなくなるし。
拓也くん、ごめんね。
え？
謝って済むことじゃないけど、サマーキャンプで私が探検に行こうなんて言わなきゃこんなことに
What is this BGM?
愛は悪くねえよ。誘われた時俺も他の奴らを煽ったし、お前らが溺れてる最中だって。
大人たちを呼びに行こうとしてくれたんでしょ。拓也くんこそ何も悪くないよ。
違う、そうじゃねえ。あいつがああなったのは俺のせいなんだ。夏希が死んだのも俺の。
でも
お前は悪くねえ。
He's so sure of himself when he says it, it shakes me to my core. My eyes start to well up.
おい、どうしたんだよ。なんで泣くんだ。
泣いてない。泣いてないけど。
I've always blamed myself. And I still do, but it feels like something has shifted in my heart, hearing him defend me like this.
愛。
Let's see. CG? And I got an achievement. Her hair clip is so pretty. That's where the design of her thing on her hair in the Psychedelica world comes from.
お前に泣かれるとどうすりゃいいかわかんねえ。だからほら、落ち着けよ。
I need Aki to walk in right now for the drama.
俺ら再会してから謝ってばっかだな。でも悲しそうにされんのは困るけど、お前が事故のこと気にしてくれてて正直嬉しかった。
拓也くん？
俺だけだと思ってたんだ。愛も秋もとっくに前向いて生きてるんだろうって考えてた。自分一人が10年前に置き去りになった気がしてたから、こうしてお前が同じ気持ちでいてくれてどっかで安心してる。
Damn. I don't recommend playing this game after someone you know has passed away. I've tried. I've like been on the verge of tears so many times
that like my left nostril is clogged because like I keep wanting to cry, but I like keep holding it back. I knew that was how I felt, but he feels the same way. I never would have imagined. That's why I've just been randomly pausing, because I had to like take a minute to look at the ceiling and be like, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Aki's here!
Aki-chan!
Turning in the direction of his voice, I see Aki standing around the corner, an ominous air about him.
最近授業後に迎えに行ってもいないし、なんか様子がおかしい。
Let's go drama!
拓也とこそこそ会ってたってわけか。
別にコソコソしてたわけじゃ。
She doesn't like you!
言い訳しないでよ。
She doesn't like you!
アキちゃん。
Oh!
ミナト、君はどこまで逃げれば気が済むの？俺から逃げる口実になっちゃん使うくせに、なっちゃんが死んだことは全然受け止めようとしなくて。それで今度は拓也。二人で寄り添い合ってればいつか立ち直れるとでも思ってんの？それともこいつなら逃げ回るお供にちょうどいいってこと？
私そんなこと考えてない。
考えてなくてもそういうことでしょ。実際こうやって二人で仲良しこよししてるじゃん。認めなよ、自分の弱さを。それから向き合いなよ。ミナトはただ居心地のいい場所にいたいだけでしょ。
居心地のいい場所って。
アキ、お前いい加減にしろ。こいつを怒りのはけ口にすんなよ。
Takuya brushes off his hand and stands in between me and Aki. Their mutual glares makes things even more tense.
お前もさ、なんで今さら現れるの？ミナトに近づくのはなんで？
別に理由なんて。
アキちゃん、そうじゃないの。拓也くんと、それから和也くんに会いに行ったのは私の方だから。
確かに会いに行ったのは君かもしんないけど、拓也だって腹に隠してることあるでしょ。
お前何を？
それでミナトに慰めてほしいんじゃないの？許してほしいんじゃないの？二人とも弱虫だよ。あの頃いじめられてた俺よりずっと弱くて、怖がりで、臆病で、見ててイライラする。なんでそんな風になっちゃったわけ？俺にないもの全部持ってたはずなのに、事故と同時に湖に落としてきちゃったんじゃないの？今のお前ら傷舐め合ってるだけじゃん。すっげえみっともないよ。
てめえ！
やめてよ、拓也くんもアキちゃんも。こんなことしたって何もならないじゃない。
Good night, have a safe flight. I desperately try to stop Takuya from lunging at Aki.
せっかく会えたのにまたバラバラになっちゃうなんて嫌だよ。私はただ元の関係に戻りたいだけなのに。
Hostile emotions linger among us. With no outlet, they fester in our hearts. Maybe it would have been best for us to have never united if all we were gonna do was fight like this. What can we do to move on? How can we overcome this? Totally stuck. I feel like I'm sinking in quicksand. When I look up, trying to collect myself, my eyes meet Aki's. For a second, I consider turning away. Instead, I meet his gaze. For long, he opens his mouth to speak.
わかった。じゃあ、あの湖に行こうよ。俺たちがバラバラになっちゃったのはあの事故が原因でしょ。だから 同じ場所に行って湖のどっかに眠ってるなっちゃんを弔ってそこからやり直そうよ。区切りつけて全部受け止めてきちんと終わらせるんだ。
きちんと終わらせる？
もう二度と振り返らないでいいように。お前も来いよ拓也。
He forces the words upon us and then turns away without another word. To put an end to it all, he makes it sound so simple, but is it really going to happen just by paying our respects and mourning? I don't think that'll be enough to rid us of these chains we've borne for 10 long years. And yet, I can't bring myself to say it out loud. If I reject the suggestion, I'll lose Aki. I'm practically certain of it. On our next day off, we take a highway bus from the town center to the campground. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna put my leftovers in the fridge because it's fish. Sushi.
Oops, I am muted. Oopsies. I've been thinking non-stop today and I didn't sleep that well last night. It's getting harder and harder for me to stay awake. I start to blink repeatedly as my consciousness fades. No, I don't want to sleep yet. If I do, I'll arrive at the campground before I have a chance to collect my thoughts. I'm really not ready for this. Unable to stave off the drowsiness, my eyes slide shut. I tumble into a deep slumber. I'm barely able to stay aware of the sounds around me. I pick up bits and pieces of a conversation between two male-sounding
やっぱ
voices.
俺帰るわ。次の停留所で降りる。
はあ？一体何言い出しちゃってんの？
こんなの無意味だろ。弔いとかそんなことしたって俺らはやり直せるわけねえんだ。
なんで？
なんでって。
ああ、そっか。そうだよね。拓也は取り返しのつかないことしたもんね。
どういう意味だよ。
Yeah, what are we talking about
知
right
っ
now?
てるよ。お前、和也に嫉妬したんだろ。それで意地悪したんだよな。探検中、怪我した和也に湊が大事なリボン包帯として貸してあげたじゃん。それ間近で見てたお前は嫉妬して和也を手当てしてやるときわざとリボンを緩めに巻いたんだよ
I thought so.
やめろ。
それが結果的にあの事故につながった。お前が変な小細工しなきゃみんな無事に戻れたのに。
やめてくれ。
なのに肝心なこと隠して湊の弱さにつけ込んで。お前最低だよ。今さら湊を巻き込まないでよ。いっそお前が代わりになればよかったんだ。
俺だってできるならそうする。和也だってそうなればよかったって思ってるんだよ。
何この揺れ。
Oh
何が
yeah,
起きてん
I
の？
was saying this is how they ended up in the psychedelic world, but I think I was
知る
muted.
かよ。運転手に聞けって。おい、あいつ気絶してねえか。
崖に危ない。
Yes, we're weak. We put on a tough face, but our hearts are unstable. All we could do was run away. Run away to avoid breaking ourselves, to avoid breaking anything else. That's why. This must have been some kind of retribution. We're dragged into this bizarre world. We laugh, cry, fight, struggle, and live. Were we able to change? Were we able to move on? I'm falling. I'm falling. And now, no matter where we try to run, we wander within an inescapable dream. An inescapable dream. Okay, so they weren't like two different endings. They were just like, that was the prequel to the previous ending. Wait, what is this? Is this the previous song about orchestral? It wasn't in the credits. I really like how, I don't know if it's the localization or if it's the original writing, but it feels like I'm actually reading a book. Let me fix this because I'm like leaning back, not reading me correctly. Okay. Should be good now, I think. Okay, I think that's it. I forgot to watch a short story. It's crazy. Oh god. Where is it? Where am I? Guys. Guys. Epilogue 1? What the fuck is going on? Karasubas episode. Shocking reality. Where's that? Guys, I'm confused. Shocking reality? It's just such a short episode that I unlocked that. Can't zoom out any further than this. I don't know where this so-called episode is. Look. Oh my god. Guys, they were not fucking around when they said butterfly effect in this game. Karasuba's episode. Shocking reality? I don't know what that is. What is this? Okay. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I wanna do these short episodes and then I'm like nervous I did something wrong now. I'm gonna do these short episodes and then I'm gonna start Hikage's route, but for that I'm gonna start a different stream. I'm gonna start a new stream just to have the stream somewhat organized because this one is still common route.
Alright, turf 4. Let's see where the fuck in the timeline we are. Oh, real life. One day after school, we all decided to go to the park to play. It's the usual group of Natchan, Aki, and myself, but on this particular day, Takuya and Kazuya are already at the park when we get there. Natchan suggests that we should all play together. But with such a large group, we can't make up our minds on what to do. Kazuya and Takuya want to play soccer. Y'all are an odd number too, or at least Takuya insists they do. Let's play kick the can, I say. Aki and Natchan agree, but Takuya and Kazuya won't budge even little. Since neither group wants to give in to the other, we find ourselves at a standstill, each of us standing and glaring at each other.
だからサッカーがいいって言ってるだろ。
Oh god, child Takuya.
サッカーって11人いないとできないじゃない。人数が足りないよ。
だったら変形サッカーにすればいいんだよ。ポジションとか適当でいいし。
じゃあ俺は審判やるよ。5人じゃ1人余っちゃうし。
カズヤ、お前楽しようとしてんじゃねえよ。
そうやって自分の主張ばっかり押し付けてると嫌われると思うな。
うるせえ、お前こそちゃんとできんのかよ。前にも咳込んでただろ。
大丈夫だよ、今日は調子いいしできるよ。
ちょっとみんな落ち着いて。喧嘩はダメだよ。
そうだよ。早くどうするか決めないと日が暮れて帰る時間になっちゃうよ。
俺一人で絵描いててもいい？
カズヤ、みんなで遊ぶってさっきから言ってんだろ。なんで一人で絵を描くって話になるんだよ。
和也すごいな。俺もそのぐらい言いたい放題できたらな。
お前も何褒めてんだよ。こいつが話引っかき回してんだぞ。
Everyone continues shouting over one another and we make no progress towards a decision. In the end, Aki and Takuya start to argue. I just want everyone to get along and have a good time. I don't want to fight. But I also really want to play kick the can, so I don't want to budge on that either. Ugh, now what?
わかった。じゃあこうしよう。
In a quiet, clear voice, Natchan gets everyone's attention.
缶蹴り派もサッカー派もどっちも譲る気はないんだよね。
おう。
そうだね。
私だって。
俺も
だよね。じゃあ順番にやればいいんじゃないかな。
順番に？どういうことだよ。
だからサッカーをやった後缶蹴りをすればいいんだよ。そしたらみんなやりたい遊びができるでしょ。
確かにそうかも。
でももしサッカーを先にやるとしたらタコヤがずっとやめないかもしれないよ。
That's true.
それなら時間を決めればいいよ。30分ずつで交代でやるっていうのはどう？
Natchan looks at everyone for their reactions. It's a perfect compromise so no one can say anything in opposition.
俺は別に構わないぜ。
俺も。
Do these children even have, like, a watch?
私もそれいいアイデアだと思う。
うん、俺もそれでいいと思
う。よかった。みんな納得してくれたみたいだね。じゃあレディーファーストってことで缶蹴りからやろうか。
わっ、夏希、自分のやりたい方からにしやがったな。
He's so loud.
気づいてなかった。ごめん。サッカーからにする？
タクヤ、 せっかくまとまりかけてたのに。
うるせえ、もういいよ、缶蹴りで。
よし、じゃあ早速始めようか。じゃんけんで鬼を決めよう。
Everyone gathers around Natchan and readies their hands.
じゃんけんポン。
あ、拓也が鬼だ。
ちぇ、ついてねえな。
日頃の行いが悪いせいだよ。
うるせえ、お前ほどじゃねえし。
また喧嘩して。拓也、鬼になったんだからみんなを捕まえまくってストレス発散しよう。
Takuya seems okay with the suggestion. He puts one hand on his hip and points at us.
それもいいな。お前ら覚悟しろよ。
So are they like kicking a cat around or are they playing tag?
じゃあ始めるよ。
I'm confused. Natchan plays a soda can on the ground.
それ。
He kicks it way into the air.
うわあ、逃げろ。
どこに隠れようかな。
みんなあんまり遠くに行っちゃダメだよ。
What
見
is
つけ
this
られなかっ
game?
たら大変なことになっちゃうからね。
Am I too much of a zoomer for this?
わかっ
What's
た。
going on?
逃げろ逃げろ、どこに隠れても俺はすぐに見つけてやるからな。
Takuya exits on as he sets up the can. As I stand around flustered, Natchan pulls my hand.
愛ちゃん、こっちだよ。
I go with him and hide behind a large tree.
くそー、どこに行ったんだ。
Slowly, Takuya inches closer to us.
どうしよう、このままじゃ見つかっちゃう。
あ、なんかこっちっぽいな。
Sawaguna! Takuya points at the tree we're hiding behind and starts to approach it.
やっぱり気づいてるよ。
Come on, think of something. He'll find us. I close my eyes tightly, trying to make myself as inconspicuous as possible.
大丈夫だから。愛ちゃん、そんなに怯えないで。
Natchan holds my hand like he always does, and I squeeze his in return.
この辺っぽいよな。
I don't think I can do Kageha's route, guys. His footsteps stopped her short of our hiding place. In the next instant,
そっちか。
a loud noise comes from the opposite direction. Takuya immediately whirls on his feet and runs towards some shrubbery in the distance.
見つけたぞ、カズヤ。
あ、見つかっちゃった。
Kazuya stands up, scratching his head and looking a little troubled. Aww.
そんな大きな音立てて見つからないわけねえだろ。お前ってほんととろいな。
Aww. Did it on purpose.
拓也にはかなわないよ。
へへ、当たり前だ。
Takuya looks very pleased with himself as he returns to the can and steps on it.
カズミッケ、そこの木の前に立ってろよ。
What is this game? Kazuya shuffles over to a tree near the can and stands in silence.
和也やるな。お手柄だよ。
It takes me a moment to figure out what Natchan is talking about.
今のって私たちが見つからないようにわざと大きな音を立てたのかな。
そうかもしれないね。さあ、見つからないように次の場所へ移動しよう。
He takes my hand and we move to some bushes behind the slide.
くそー、どこだ。
たーくや、こっちだよ。
Tauntingly, Aki shouts at Takuya from his hiding spot behind another tree.
はってアキ、そっちにいるな。
Aki quickly ducks into his hiding spot once again, but it's too late. A moment later, Takuya easily discovers him.
アキ見っけ。
ああ、見つかっちゃった。
Still, he doesn't look terribly disappointed as he walks over to stand next to Kazuya.
お前ら手応えなさすぎるぞ。もっと頭使って隠れろよ。
ほんとだよね。俺、つい調子乗っちゃったよ。
Aki gives us a significant glance. Nachan nods back at him.
愛ちゃん、ここから先は別行動だ。僕が拓也を引きつけるから、その隙に君が缶を蹴って。
なっちゃんも捕まっちゃうよ。いいの？
いいんだよ。最後に君が缶を蹴って僕たちを助け出してくれたらいいんだから。
私にできるかな。拓也くん足速いし。
愛ちゃんならできるよ、絶対に。
次は夏希たち2人だけだな。絶対この辺だと思うんだけど。
Takuya circles around the bush, towards the bush we're hiding behind. My heart feels as though someone is squeezing it.
僕が合図したら、その瞬間に走って。この距離なら、拓也はすぐには君を追いかけられないはずだから。頼んだよ。
Natsu gives me a reassuring pat on the head. It gives me confidence. I can do it. I know I can.
よし。じゃあ作戦決行だ。
Nachan stands up slightly, just enough for his head to poke up through the bush.
その髪の毛は夏希だな。
Takuya notices him and starts making his way towards the bush.
なっちゃん、拓也くんこっちに来たよ。大丈夫かな。
大丈夫だよ。僕を信じて。
He's almost here. Just a few more steps and he'll...
今だ。
夏希みっけ。
I jump out of the bush and sprint past Takuya towards the can. It's only a few meters, but it feels oddly distant. I kick the can as hard as I can, sending it flying. Aki and Kazuya come running towards me.
やったね、愛ちゃん。
よかった。うまくできた。
ナイスアイ。俺が犠牲になった甲斐あった。
うんうん、さすがだよね。
くそー、また俺が鬼かよ。
Takuya starts stamping his feet.
ごめんね、拓也くん。
てか、もうそろそろ時間切れじゃねえの？サッカーに交代だろなあ。
拓也、そうやって話をそらしてるでしょ。
うるせえ。なあ、どうなんだよ夏希。
Nachan shrugs. He looks over at Takuya as he fumes and then over to the clock tower. With a laugh, he speaks.
残念ながら、あと15分はあるね。
Damn.
くそー。
頑張って、拓也。
拓也、俺が鬼変わってもいいよ。
Kazuya's so
カズヤ、
cute.
お前ルール分かってねえだろ。変われるもんじゃねえんだよ。
ほらほら、また喧嘩して。拓也ならすぐにみんなを見つけられるよ。さっきも僕たち次々に見つかっちゃったでしょ。
それもそうだな。よし、じゃあもう一回だ。今度は俺が缶を立てるよ。
Kazuya stands the can up and gives it a soft kick. The can hangs in the air for a moment, then comes clattering to the ground.
よっ、もっと強く蹴れよ。
Why do you have to kick it?
ほらほら、もう始まってるよ。鬼じゃない人はみんな逃げて。はーい。うん。
Na-chan signals to everyone and we all take off running. Before I know it, he's taking my hand once again. Aki and Kazuya look over at us. It'll be just like before. If we all cooperate, we'll kick the can every time. Although, if Takia were to find me and I was it, I think that might be kind of fun too. It was so much fun being able to play with everyone. At the time, I truly believed that this would go on forever and ever. Cute.
Yeah, Karasuba.
What is this summer camp thing? Do I have to do this? Summer camp. It says... It says the last... Summer camp is like the last thing on this walkthrough. So... I won't do it right now. Where the freak is this short episode? 33? Oh god, it should be around here. Okay, I think I followed the walkthrough to the best of my ability. But I don't know where the fuck the short story is. And also, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to do a Karasuba episode. So I will simply start on Hikage's route. Okay, let me start a new stream. I will be back in a second.